So I am wanting to share with you the shortcut template, which is the quickest way for you to access the shortcut templates that I've given you, such that you can actually just get going as soon as possible. In other words, you have no interest in the more advanced code in the background. You just basically want to be able to download it, insert the text that's important to you, and then we get going straight from there. If you're interested in the coding, then I definitely suggest you do the advanced shortcut strategy videos that I've shared before this, but this one is really just going to be the simplest one. And remember, this is on the iPhone. So what I'm wanting you to do is to click on your web browser for your iPhone, and it will open up a space where you need to insert the link. And if you come to this course and you see in the text section there, it has a bit.ly link, and I need you to type that in, right? So bit.ly / then the number 2, then the capital I, so it's a capital I, not a 1, small q, small n, small c, small n, and a small I again, and then hit go. This is then going to open up, as you can see, a link on iCloud, and it should basically say to you, here is this template called Copy for Students, right? Which is really the template that we're needing. If you don't have the Shortcut app, it will then download the Shortcut app as well for you. If you've already downloaded the Shortcut app, that's no problem, because then you just need to say get Shortcut, and what it will do is say yes, do you want to open it or do you want to download it? And you want to say yes because you want this to be imported into your Shortcut, right? And in my case, there it is, Copy for Students, and we want to say yes please, I want this because this is going to be important for us. As you can see, I've got a whole lot of other shortcuts there, but here it is, right? It's already opened up with a whole lot of the things that are important for us. And all you're needing to do is actually just fill in one little text box, and then you're able to get going. So I suggest, first of all, you actually rename this for what you're wanting. So let's say in this case, we want to say, you want to share your social media links. So you go to the top right there where those little slide widgets are, and you click on that. And this is going to give you the scope here, as you can see, as the name for what you're wanting to change this to. So let's say share social media. There we go, right? So I'm going to share social media. And of course, you can always go here as well and change the colors, change all these different things, or the glyphs even. You can change whatever you're wanting, right? So I'm going to keep it as connect because I love the hand for connection. And in this case, we're going to say done, and it's going to go back to the coding in the background. Now, you don't need to understand any of this. The only thing that you're wanting to do is you scroll down to where it says text, and it says there, hi, first name, because obviously we want it to come up with their first name. And there in the brackets, it says enter all the text or links that you wish here. So you're going to click there. You're going to obviously delete that because you don't need that anymore. And here you're just going to enter in. So imagine that you're wanting to say something to this person that you're connecting with, right? So you could say, hi, first name, okay, whoever they are. Don't put a name, just as that. Great to meet you. And then we obviously want to put there the information that we're wanting them to have. So it might be, here is my website link, right? And then all you do is add your link in. So mine is www.meetrobinbooth.com. Okay, there we go. And you might have another one that you wanting them to go look at. And here is my, let's just say you could have your Facebook link in there. So that you could also put in there, whatever that is, so they could connect with you. I might say, here is my USA properties, right? And I could add that one there. So www.worldwidecapitalpartners.com, and that obviously will automatically insert that link. You could have your Instagram, you could have your Twitter, you could have whatever you wanting them to go to. You could actually just add in the text and say, please reach out to me within 2 days. Please come back to me with what you're interested in. Whatever you're wanting in this text box is going to show up in the WhatsApp that will be sent to them. You will click done, and that's really it. It is now sorted, right? It is done. What I suggest you do then is when I click done on this now, it's going to take me back to my library of shortcuts, right? Which will be different to yours. So let's just see. So I click done. There we go, right? It's got, these are all the ones I've already pre-programmed. So don't worry about that. I'm looking at this one, which we had created at the bottom, which is share social media, right? Now, we want to run it. So we say, yes, please, because we want to run this because it's our name. And now we're going to test it, right? So imagine now you've met with this person, you're handing in the phone or you're entering it in. And I'm going to say, let's say I've met myself. Hi, Robin. Right, it's now going to ask me for my WhatsApp number, and we're going to say, you're going to put in 45922. You're going to put in obviously their WhatsApp number, or they will do that. And then watch what happens now is that when I click OK, it's going to go to your WhatsApp. It will open up the WhatsApp that is relevant to the number that's there, right? So here, this Goerland dog is the name that I have of my cell phone. It's because I had a golden retriever called Goerland, so I just label my own cell phone number as that. But take a look here that in this text that we've just created, this is what we said, and it's already all there. And I'm going to click send. And as you can see, there it is, right? So this goes automatically to whoever you're wanting to send it to, and it's already got those links straight away, which if this person then clicked on, it would open up and really complete. So that's really great from that perspective, right? But now let's say that you're actually wanting to program this for also tenant viewings or how to replicate it. So let me just go back to the page. So if you're wanting to duplicate or copy your app that you've already created, just so you can modify it, then this is how we go back to it, right? We click on the Shortcuts app. Here again, you can see all my ones, but this is the one that we made at the bottom, that share the social media. But now we're wanting to copy it because I want to use this when I get an inquiry for a listing and I want to quickly send back a whole lot of information. So we click on the 3 dots next to it. That opens up the kind of coding of it, right? And we're going to click on that square with the arrow, and we're going to say, please, at the bottom there, duplicate shortcut. Right? That means it's going to copy it, and there it is, right? It's got now a copy, share social media 1. Now, obviously, we want to change the name of this, right? So we click those 3 little buttons again. We click on the right on the widgets so we can now change the title. And this is, I'm going to call it Quick Tenant Response. Right, it's a Quick Tenant Response. And this time I'm going to change the glyph and the icon. Let's change it to a nice blue. And let's change it to, let's find one that we like, right? We can find one, let's just call, there's a person, right? I'm just going to say Quick Tenant Response. There it is. There's the name. And I'm going to say done. So now we've got the name done. Now all we're wanting to do again is just change the text because you don't have to do anything else. It's already coded for you. So I'm going to delete the links that we've just created. And I'm going to put in there whatever information I'm wanting a prospective tenant to get or to see, right? So in this case, I'm going to say again, hi, first name. Now, if you don't know who the person is, then you can just leave it out, as I'll show you later. But in this case, let's leave the code in there. So, hi, first name. And you might say, thanks for your inquiry, right? On the house, for your inquiry. Here are the details about the house. And you can then list it. You can add in a link to here is a video of the house. Here are the details as to the rental amount, how much deposit is needed, how many rooms there are, what the process is going to be for them to apply, everything that you're wanting. So we could say here, 3-bedroom house, 1 month deposit, if you wish to view, you can contact my manager at, and you can put, let's say, their number, whatever the number is, right? It doesn't matter what it is. I've just made it up. If you wish to view, let me just change that there. I want some spelling there. You can contact my manager at there. And of course, we can leave it like that. So for now, let's say that we are done. That's a text that we want. And we can say, great, we are done. And there you can see at the bottom right is quick tenant response. So now, if it is that you get an inquiry from someone, again, you can just click on that. I'll show you what it's like if I don't put their first name, because sometimes we don't know the first name. So I'm going to just leave it blank. And now I'm going to write in the WhatsApp message that, or the WhatsApp number that either they've used, or sometimes they send you an email on an advert response, like through Gumtree or Property24, and their number is there, so then you type it in. So again, I'm going to type in my one as we're testing. And there again, what we'll see is it's going to open up the WhatsApp. Obviously, it will go back to my name because it's there. But look again, the text that we wanted is already there. And if we click send, it's going to say hi. And thanks for your inquiry. Here are the details. And then there's the number. And then very quickly, we've sorted that out. So there we go, is an incredibly quick way to make shortcuts. Just use the template again and again and again. Great. Hope that helps.